Hi, Barry from Birdwatch World, and today I am in the beautiful Red Rock Heath just outside of Red Rock in New South Wales, and I am here to film and get audio of the rainbow bee eater call. The rainbow bee eaters are here in great numbers. They have arrived early. To me it feels like they've arrived early. They normally only get here I think around late September, early October. It's the end of August coming up to the start of September, so they're here very early. And I was here yesterday and they were just everywhere, so hopefully I'll be able to film them and get their calls on audio for you. Also, if we're lucky, we will get to see and film the southern emu wren. I was here the other day. I've never seen a southern emu wren in my life before. There was a couple from Brisbane who came past. I was filming a YouTube video just up the track there behind me, and these two came past and they had photographed the southern emu wren down the other end of the heath. So I was here yesterday looking for the southern emu wren, didn't see a thing. I heard wrens everywhere, couldn't see these guys. So fingers crossed today we'll be able to get them, so let's get going. Okay, we're traveling. So 2 days ago, Sunday, I was up here on the hill just up ahead there near that power pole, filming a YouTube video, and this couple from Brisbane had a bit of a bird chat with me, and they asked me where the southern emu wrens were, and I said, well, they've been seen down the end there, like way down the end beyond the hill. You know, go down there and you'll see them. Anyway, then an old guy on a bike came up and he was chatting to me for a bit as well, and the couple walked off. Then the couple, I looked down the track and I saw this old guy after he'd left me down there talking to them, and he was giving them tips about the emu wrens. So he told them to go down. He said there's some down at the end here. There's a little roundabout kind of area down there and they hang out there sometimes. He said there's also some off to the right in this way. There's a track coming up on our right soon. There's a 45-degree bend in there. He said there's one on that bend, and he said there's also one over the other side. Yesterday I was here and I was over that way, and I believe that I saw one, but I was lifting. Oh, there's bee eaters already. I should probably stop and film them for you. They're sitting on the power line just up here. Now, I was pulling my camera up to my eye, and just as I did, a bar-shouldered dove flew in and scared off this little wren. I'm pretty sure it could have been an emu wren. It was definitely a wren, but I don't know. But anyway, we have rainbow bee eaters here and they're making their little cricket calls, so I'm gonna get set up to film. Okay, I've got to move on just a little bit because those couple that were on the power line flew off, and I'd really rather not film them on the power line anyway. I'd want to get them on a nice perch somewhere in the heath, but we'll see. There's a bar-shouldered doves. The bar-shouldered doves are around. I can hear their call. I suck at making bird calls. Okay, there's still a couple of bee eaters on the power line here. Just stop and we'll see if they'll hang around. I just got some footage and audio of one up on the power line there chirping away. They really do sound like crickets. Now, that is not the only sound that they make. They also have like a peep 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 sound when they're alarmed and in flight. So, but that sort of trilling sound, that beep, brr, 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 that cricket sound is the call of the rainbow bee eater, and when you hear that, you know that they're there. Now, on the foreshore in Sandy Beach where I live, they will nest in the grass on the foreshore area, and people have put up signs to warn people, to try and keep their dogs away from their nests, because they'll dig burrows in the ground and lay their eggs in there, and you can hear them. Like the other day I was filming in the video out at Fidderman's Beach, and I came across back to my car and I could hear this brr, 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 brr. I'm like, That's the bee eaters. They're back, and they were just everywhere. They're everywhere there. They're everywhere here. Oh, this guy's peeping again. Let's just get some footage. He let out a peep because another one came and tried to land on his spot on the power line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move down further down this way and try and film some on a nice wooden perch down there yesterday where I saw them, and we'll try and find the southern emuwrens as well. So the whole heath is alive now and just in bloom. You've got all these wildflowers, white, yellow, pink, orange. It's just beautiful. And yesterday the sunrise was just incredible. And it's just alive with birds. Absolutely alive. So if you ever get the chance to come here to Red Rock, this is just outside of town. Like, those houses over there are part of Red Rock, and then it goes across that way in behind the bushes there. And the heath stretches sort of across the side of this fence too, but that is private property. So, but this here is free for exploration. So I've just stopped a little bit further down the track, and I've got my camera trained on this nice perch there out in the heath, because I want to see if anything will land on there. Yesterday the bee eaters were flying around in this area a lot, and they did land on that perch. So it would be nice if they'd oblige me today, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to give up on the bee eaters for a minute and go down here and see if I can find the southern emuwren. A little bit later I'm going to walk along the track through the heath over there, and we'll see if there's any more bee eaters. There's not as many as there was yesterday. They're all on the power line, but none of them are actually in the heath, so they're just hanging on the power lines and then flying off and catching flying insects like dragonflies and things. So see if we can find the emuwrens. Gonna have to be quiet for this though. So this is where I was yesterday. Those trees just over there. Apparently the southern emuwrens are in here somewhere, and they're very timid. They will only pop up for a few seconds or so, and they stay mostly in the undergrowth, which is why they're so hard to find. So I was underneath this tree in front of us, so I was just standing here under that tree right there for a while, just waiting for them, but I did not see them. There is a bird flittering around out there, but I think that was a grassbird. I'm just going to go and get the tripod and camera and bring it over to this spot. This is the thing about bird photography and birding, is that it's never the same 2 days in a row. You know, yesterday I was here at the same time in the morning and the heath was alive. There was so many birds and there was so much activity, and today it's relatively quiet. So let's hope that's a good thing for the southern emuwren. Okay, there's not a lot going on over here, and I'm shooting into the sun, so I'm going to move around so I'm shooting with the sun at my back. Let's go. The sun's gone behind the clouds, and I think I've been hearing a lot of wren activity over the back here. So I'm going to hang around a bit in this area, just get the binoculars out and have a bit of a scan and see what happens. I've got to remember that I do have an appointment this morning, so I've got to watch the time. But yeah, I'm just going to hang out, just see what happens, because I saw a red-backed fairy wren over that way, and sometimes they will hang out together. The southern emuwrens will hang out with the redbacks and the superb fairy wrens, so I'm not going to give up on this. A really good pair of binoculars is a great thing to have. Even if you're a photographer, if you're a bird photographer, binoculars can really help, because looking through binoculars, you get a wider field of view than you do through your viewfinder or on the tiny little LCD screen on your camera. So these are Nikon ProStar 3S, the 8x42s, and they're a great little, reasonably priced pair of binoculars. I'm really happy with these. I'm not sure that you can still get them, but if you can, I'll pop a link in the video description. I have seen some wren activity out here, but I think it's just redbacks. I'm not seeing the southern emuwrens, or any other wrens for that matter, and the light's pretty bad, so I'm running out of time. So I'm going to move over to the other part of the heath and try and film the bee eaters for you, and then we'll call it a morning. No southern emuwrens, but at least I did get you the call of the rainbow bee eater, and hopefully a little bit of footage of them eating dragonflies there at the end. They were just hanging out on the power lines today, not in the bushes, so can't do anything about that. You get what you get with wild animals. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to subscribe, please do that. That'd be awesome. If you want to leave a comment, that's good too. I want this channel to be more about you than it is about me. So I gotta go, unfortunately. I could stay here for hours, but gotta go. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.